Hey guys, welcome back to Prepping in Progress. Today we are going to have a very special episode. I really don't know how some of the things are going to turn out, and it could end up being quite funny. Um, we're going to continue our discussion on forgotten preps and most forgotten preps. So let's do the like, share, subscribe-y thingy. And Miss K is going to set my ear on fire or something to make it better. I don't know. We'll see. And she's got some clove oil she wants to use on my mouth for pain. And we'll go from there. So, or actually, we'll get there. So anyway, stay with us. Looking forward to this episode. So we've been just doing a series and discussing most forgotten preps, and in a previous video, I believe the last one, we took down my inch bag and found it quite lacking. I believe one of the comments reminded me to add a sleeping system of some kind. Yeah, before the divorce I had the nice bivouac shelter with the 3 sleeping bags in it, and it disappeared. So I'm gonna have to get a Walmart sleeping bag or a set of blankets or something. There actually is a blanket in the Jeep and a couple of other things, possibly even a sleeping bag in the toolbox, but yeah, that doesn't count because it's not in the bag, right guys? So we're gonna have to, once the weather gets warmer, go out to the Jeep, break down everything in it, and actually organize and whatnot. And I'm figuring you'll be there with us. So, really looking forward to Miss K doing her experiments on me. Experienced experiments on me? Or for me it's an experiment. But before we get there, some other most forgotten preps. Let's talk dish soap. Particularly, my personal favorite is the good old-fashioned Dawn dish soap right here, the big jug. Why am I saying dish soap? Why am I not saying soap? Well, we can stock up on all the dial soap in the world for our bodies. All the bar soap, the body washes, the shampoos, all we want. And eventually we're going to run out no matter what, right? But dish soap. Now as a man, sorry guys, but even if I have a cabin to live in, my first go-to, if we don't have soap, is grab a handful of sand, a little running water, go out, scrub my stuff until the food's all gone. Manly man, right? And that works for bugging out, being out in the wilderness, etc. But it's not a long-term solution, right? So let's discuss it. If the stinky stuff is going to hit the air circulation device, if you are seriously considering EMP, civil unrest, not being able to get to the stores, the whole nine, the ultimate of end of days prepper fear, novelization, disaster scenario, alien invasion even, we'll throw that in there. You're thinking of being able to fish, to hunt, to trap for your food. And for those of you that don't keep Torah, you're going to go for the unclean meats as well as the clean meats. That means your bacons, your high-fat animals. that means your beaver. Animals that are gamey. Some of you might even go for bear and eat that, which is a very oily meat. Now, 1 or 2 meals cooked, that oil residue that stays in your skillet, in your frying pan, in your Dutch oven, will help season it. Absolutely, positively, 110%, not going to argue with you. The grease residue can be used for frying, sauteing, doing a multitude of tasks in the kitchen. Absolutely, positively, 100%. But it goes rancid. Vegetable oil goes rancid. Got into a discussion once about how vegetable oil was nasty and evil and no one should eat it. And I asked for an alternative. Well, you should do... I just blanked on the name of the fruit, I believe. Avocado. Avocado oil. You should use avocado oil. Guys, how many avocado trees are in northwest Arkansas? How many avocado trees grow wild in northwest Arkansas? Yeah, that'd be a problem. So, having said that, avocado oil apparently is a thing. Coconut oil, I've heard. I don't know how you get oil from coconuts. I've heard you get coconut milk from coconuts. I've also heard you get milk from almonds, but I've got issues. Don't know how you milk an almond, but I'll figure it out. Seriously. Oils. They're going to go rancid. Whether they're stored properly or not, most oils will go rancid over time. And you're going to have to clean your pots and pans. You're going to have to clean your cooking utensils. Dawn seems to lift the grease right off. And I don't think that enough people hit on dish soap. Not detergent, not stuff for the dishwasher, but actual bulk dish soap that you can still get. I've heard rumors that multiple sources are saying that their jobs as truckers have slowed down, that we're looking at a freight shortage within the next 6 months. I believe one of my friends used that term, which is a very good term. One of Miss Kay's friends is a trucker out of the southern area of the state, and that person has had multiple runs canceled in the last few weeks because there just wasn't enough freight. So I'm going to warn you now, over the next 6 months, the shelves may start looking a little bare in the Walmart grocery stores. So you might want to start making sure you have a little extra, putting a little bit extra away. And that includes bulk dish soap. You know, it's time to hit Costco, it's time to hit Sam's, and it's time to bulk up. So, that's one forgotten prep. The other forgotten prep is married life, or a outcome of married life. I haven't hit the gym in a couple of months. From where I'm standing, I can see an elliptical and an exercise bike. In the entire time I've known Miss K, the most those two things have ever come in contact with me was to move them so that her Christmas tree could go up. Probably the most important prep and the most forgotten prep is you. Okay? When I restarted karate about 5 years ago, I had been given a Taekwondo black belt because I was good in my teens. But to me, I hadn't earned it. But I was good, and I was in shape back then. I walked into Scott Sensei's dojo thinking I can keep up with these guys. Well, there's a picture of me and a cat asleep at probably 8 o'clock in the evening. That picture was taken the first night of back to class. I was smoked completely and totally. Now, I managed to make it through the entire 2 class periods, but I was smoked. My endurance got stronger over the years. My ability to perform got stronger. My body got stronger. But I've been a little lazy. How many of us are living on the memories of how good we were once, and we're not as good today? And what's that old song? I ain't as good as I once was, but I'm as good once as I ever was. Sometimes you don't have the option of just being good once. And if we don't work on keeping ourselves in shape, if we don't work on lifting our bodies up, treating them like a temple, we've got an issue. You know, I think the very first Prepping in Progress video ever, I was walking a treadmill with my 3-day pack. Now, I still get 5,000 to 6,000 steps a day, and I still hit my walking goals. So, that's what, 2.5, 3 miles a day? So, and that's just taking it easy. So there is that. But I really think that I need to start pushing myself again, because if I am my most important prep, I need to be honoring it and making sure that it's ready to go. So, yeah, I'll be hitting the exercise bike tomorrow, or maybe today. Okay, we're going to move the camera into the other room and give Miss K access to my ears, because apparently it's a medicinal help you prep that I've never heard of. So let's do this, and I'm a little scared.
Okay, so what exactly are you doing to me?
Removing the earwax out of your ears.
Is this some kind of thing about I don't listen, you want me to hear you better?
No, I didn't say that.
I'm sorry, could you say that again? I didn't hear
Are you
you.
recording, really? You're horrible. Thanks, I appreciate that. No, it's just to relax. It causes a vacuum. See how it's hollow inside?
Okay.
Okay, so you like the end of it. This will hold it on your ear, so if any wax or anything drips, it won't burn you. And then it's not going to burn you, it never has, but it has a tendency that maybe it could.
Oh, okay.
Gonna need the scissors to cut it off just in case, here and there.
Everyday carry. I know there are scissors on here. Will that do?
Yeah, that'll work fine. Hopefully it's big enough. Anyway, you're gonna lay your head flat
Like
and
this?
I'm gonna light the end of this, and let it burn until it burns down to about right here. Okay?
Okay.
Are you ready?
Sure. You're setting my ear on fire.
I'm not setting your ear on fire. It's just gonna sit there.
You've done this before, right?
Yep.
With humans?
You are ridiculousness with humans. See how it catches on fire? It actually develops a drawl. If no one has ever used these before, you should not use them if you have tubes in your ears or have had tubes in your ears.
Okay.
So basically, you're going to fill that thing. You want to put it right over the ear canal and let it burn. These are actually kind of nice because they smell like lavender to those who actually like lavender.
Okay.
I really don't, but it works. It's supposed to be soothing, so relax, you'll be fine. It's not that bad.
Okay, let's just recap for everyone. I have a pointy thing jabbed in my ear,
It's not pointy, it's blunt on the end.
covered by styrofoam, which burns hot, fast, and melts into your skin.
Do you not think that I can't blow this out? Do you want me to prove to you that I can blow it out so it won't fall and even hurt you?
And fire is coming closer and closer and closer to the styrofoam.
It only gets 2 to 3 inches from the plate and will kill it off.
You do know that in some forms of napalm, it's made by melting styrofoam in gasoline, right?
Do you smell of gasoline right now? Do you have gasoline on you?
No,
Then I don't think you have an issue.
but styrofoam, when it catches on fire, is sticky. Am I gonna have a
You're not gonna have a burn on you, I promise. Good Lord, have mercy. I think you'll be fine. Just don't move. So do you feel the vacuum or anything as of yet? Because it's burned down about 1/2 inch.
Really?
Yep.
I won't say I feel a vacuum, but I do feel kind of a half. Oh,
That was just my hand not touching the bowl anymore.
but did you did you reseat it in my ear canal? Because I started to feel
Do
more
I
of a
need-
suction.
No, I just pushed it down a little bit more.
Okay. So maybe it is drawing, but it was not. It was getting some external
Well,
air.
So as the circular done, the actual drawing would be the smoke going into your ear. I've used these to remove fluid off my ear,
Okay.
in my inner ear. I've used them to clean my ears out. If you have issues with earwax buildup or anything like that, it actually will. We'll have to take it apart to actually show that part. You can take it apart, cut it, and show what it actually pulls out of your ear. Even those people who think their ears are immaculately clean will show that they actually have earwax on their ears.
Okay, I'm not going to argue that there's probably not a whole lot of earwax in my ear. I'm pretty sure it's full. However, I'm not going to show.
Are you trying to say you're deaf because you have earwax buildup?
I'm sorry, what was that?
That's male selective hearing. We all know what that is. Honestly.
What was that? I'm sorry, could you repeat that?
You're hilarious, as usual.
Thank you. But no, I don't think the viewers really want to see what you're getting out of this ear.
Some people would actually want to know what's inside of it and that it actually works. We'll cut one open just to see.
One.
Yeah, because I'm doing both ears. Why would you just do one ear?
Well, so that while you're talking, I can turn the deaf side to you.
Well, it will be under your arm and on the pillow.
Oh.
You feeling a vacuum or something? You're moving your mouth. Are you okay?
Yeah, honestly, it felt like a pressure anomaly, like I needed to yawn and pop my eardrums. To me, it felt like, well, it's still there a little bit, but when you're scuba diving, I want to say every 15, 16 feet is one atmosphere, and it felt like I was hitting an atmosphere.
Huh.
Um,
I wouldn't know what that feels like.
kind of like when we were going
Down the mountain.
down the mountain the other day, and you hit enough altitude or lost enough
Makes my
altitude
ears
that
pop.
your ears pop.
Yeah.
Very similar. Increased pressure.
Is it bothering you?
No,
Okay.
just it's odd.
It's odd.
Very, very odd.
I don't think it's that bad. Actually, it smells kind of good. And I don't even like lavender, but it doesn't smell bad.
Okay, so in all fairness, I chose the smell because I like lavender.
Yeah, because I could not find them in the store. I have no idea how I missed them on the bottom shelf.
Well, we didn't have our friend Jessica with us.
Sorry, Jess. He's picking on you again.
My favorite
He's
midget.
hoping that you really watch these.
My favorite midget is awesome.
Don't be moving. Keep your head still.
So, love you, Jazz. Love you, Mary. And, well, we'll know if you're actually watching. Speaking of people who watch, I would just like to thank our Russian contingent for watching the videos, our Canadian contingent, our German contingent, our Great British contingent, and our Australian
You're
viewers.
moving.
So it's really great to have you here, and yeah. Oh
So he thinks
yeah.
he's being tortured.
Oh yeah, that's it.
Do you feel it?
I feel it. I feel just a.
Do you feel the warmth?
Oh,
on it?
oh, yeah, oh, it's warm. It's
Okay.
warm.
Because you do, it has a tendency, your ear wax actually builds up as wax, so it actually forms a harder
Right.
wax fill. So it does have warmth when it comes with the smoke to actually help pull that out.
And you said you've gotten water out of ears and whatnot as well?
Yes. Oh yes, because I get swimmers there a lot. I perforated my eardrum so many times that when I'm sick, that's the first thing that usually goes and happens is I end up with a perforated eardrum.
Okay.
And then the fluid back behind it will end up doing one of these to help pull that out.
Okay. So I used to get swimmer's ear, but rarely did I perforate the eardrum. I remember breaking it actually during a scuba diving accident. That was fun and foolish.
Alright, so now tell the story since you've started.
Well,
You got plenty of time to waste here.
oh, okay. So,
That doesn't mean move a lot.
for those of you who scuba dive, you'll understand. For those of you who don't, I highly recommend that you go to college and find a school that has scuba diving as an elective class, so you'll get college credit for it while you take it. Maybe for your high school kids, see if they can pick up, scuba diving as a PE course. In order to get licensed with the PADI, Professional Association of Diving Instructors, I believe is what it's called. Speaking of which, I haven't seen my card in a while. I need to find it. Once you've been through your classwork and your pool work, you have to make 3 open water dives to qualify for open water diver. Now, I recommend that you have no sinus, nasal, upper respiratory issues while doing your dives. It's beneficial.
Just be still for a second. The top part folded over.
Is my ear on fire?
No, it's not on fire.
Is my hair in danger of getting on fire?
Oh, what hair?
Hey, I haven't shaved my head in at least a week. There's some peach fuzz there.
I bent it over on top of it. It will be okay.
You bent my hair over on top of the fire?
The top of the wax candle that is burnt, the ash
Oh, okay.
is bent over. I don't want it to fall so that it doesn't melt the thing, but still yet hold it. You have about another inch or so and then we'll stop.
Okay. So, it came time to do my classwork dives, and of course, this being Nebraska, springtime in Nebraska, late winter, the skies are gray. We can see our breath when we get to the lake. And of course, I had a head cold. So I drop a bunch of Dayquil, enough to, I think, get everything cleaned out so I can dive. Well, unfortunately, I didn't. And on my second dive, I had started to plug up. And one of the rules was you couldn't break the surface without permission. Otherwise, that was an automatic fail for the dive. Well, I got to the first atmosphere point, and it felt like a giant had grabbed my ear and started pushing in. And so I signaled to my instructor, give me a second, I need to go up just a little bit. And she said no. And I said, no, I'm going up. And I started to go up, and she grabbed me and pulled me down. Well, she took me deeper than I was ready to go, and all of a sudden I heard Velcro tearing inside my ear. And unfortunately for her, I'd been a lifeguard since I was 16 and been trained in the old school ways of lifeguarding, including water judo. I broke her hold on me, pushed her back, ascended enough that I could get the pressure released, and I managed to clear my nose and clear my sinuses. And then I equalized and I continued the dive. And then she realized what was going on, which was great. Completed the dive and whatnot, completed the next dive, got back, and...
Okay. We're going to have to blow it out now.
Okay, blow it out.
Taking it out. Try not to start myself on fire.
And, found out that I had blood all the way around the eardrum. So, it had torn. Okay, so now what?
Well, we're going to let it cool off and finish burning that little piece right there,
Okay.
since I have styrofoam. And then we'll grab the cutting board. Does your ear feel different?
Uh-huh. Yes, it does, actually.
Is that a good feeling or a bad?
I don't know yet. But I'm going to need you to talk into this ear for a while.
Goodness gracious, guys. I think he's a comedian.
What?
At least he tries.
What's that you said?
Alright, so you might want to pause for a few minutes while we get the thing and cut this in half
Okay.
so you can look inside of it.
Sounds good to me. We'll be right back with the fruits of her labor. Yes.
Talking about blooper reels, there
Talking
you go.
about blooper reels, yes.
That's great.
Somewhere there's a blooper reel on one of the old videos. We may have to do another one soon.
If we keep it up.
Yes. By the way, it is actually recording this time.
Good. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Only you.
Only me. So, last week, you fed me some information about clove and apparently it can be used as a painkiller. I'd heard of it, but when you say clove to me, the only reference that comes to me is from pop culture. It's the old Samuel L. Jackson movie SWAT, where the crazy guy in the house is barricaded in and he's yelling at him, I want $1 million, I want a helicopter to the airport, a plane to Brazil, and clove cigarettes. Okay, so
I've never tried clove cigarettes.
Me
I don't think
neither.
I ever want to. But I have tried a clove enhanced beer at one time that made my tongue, yes, I'm giving it away, made my tongue actually go a little tingly feeling. It was kind of awkward.
Oh, a little tingly? Then I'm
Oh,
okay with
tingly
this.
feeling. But yeah, so clove oil itself, my famous little tincture bottle here, which I bought at a pharmacy, which you could probably buy at any place that actually would carry essential oils, would actually have, but you want to use the 100% grade, not anything else.
And one of you guys was asking about it. This is called Loran oils, capital Lor, capital ANN oils, super strength clove oil.
I actually got this bottle in a pharmacy in Texas while I lived down there. A young man that I was helping take care of actually had a toothache. Yeah. And I went and bought this so that it would help because his dentist appointment was a week to 2 weeks out. You're only supposed to use clove oil for a maximum of 2 weeks before seeing a dentist. It will help with reducing the inflammation, the swelling, and actually make it go numb. So it also is good for anti-inflammatory,
Microbial.
Yeah, I can't even speak now. Take 3, no longer able to speak correctly apparently. But anyway, so it is also antifungal. People use it in baking. It's an actual spice that you can find in most cloves in pumpkin pie, gingerbread, curries from the Indian food, different things like that in it. I actually used to put a clove in my tea, hot tea, that I would actually drink with lemon. But
You are planning on putting something from a curry on my tongue. That makes things go numb and tingly.
yes, you never
I'm
clove when you eating curry. You don't have that pungent flavor, that spice.
I'm a little
You've
apprehensive.
never actually ate a gingerbread cookie and your tongue goes numb, so it's not.
I
gonna
don't do
affect you like that.
gingerbread, so no.
It doesn't affect you unless you use it super strength at one time, like we are going to do. Normally, you would use a carrier agent like coconut oil, avocado oil, vegetable oil, but we are going to use you as our test dummy, and we're going to have you taste it. First, I want you to smell it and see what it smells. Kind of a pungent.
A very
clove smell.
pungent something smell.
It is definitely clove.
I mean, it smells medicine-y to me is the only thing I can say. Okay, that's what clove smells like. Okay, cool.
So, in those teas that you got me that one time, the orange tea,
Uh-huh.
that for coughing and different
Yeah.
things, respiratory infections, different things like that, they would actually use this.
Okay.
A lot of people use the essential oil in diffusers and has a smell, the aroma, kind of a fruity, pungent flavored, spicy,
I have a diffuser
flavor?
somewhere, yeah.
but that's pretty much what it is. So put your finger on the top, tip it over, because I didn't bring a cotton ball or cotton swab, and then put it on your tongue, and we're going to let it see what it tastes like for one, so that way everybody can know. Oh, come on, don't make that kind of thing. It's now you're going to have people scared of using it. And you went back for seconds, people. You've seen that, right? So, without the funny faces and
It's
everything.
very strong. I won't say it burns, but I will say it
It
tingles.
does have a tendency to burn a little bit.
Oh,
by
now
being-
it burns.
By being the actual, without being diluted, you're getting the full strength of the actual in-joint oil that is in it. So they actually use some form of it as a pain reliever still to this day in some places. But back in the day, if they would have clove and stuff, they would use it for pretty much anything. It started coming over from Indonesia, Madagascar, from the actual clove tree. And now you pretty much import it all over the United States. I haven't actually looked to see if maybe anyone actually grows it here in the United States. That is a big thing for you, isn't it?
Yeah,
you can get it.
I mean, if you're
But you
gonna,
can buy it by the big containers of clove seeds and make your own tinctures. For some toothaches, they actually grind it up and just put a kind of like a pulpus
poultice.
on itself,
Okay.
so you can put it on there. But I imagine back in the day that this is probably the only kind of actual cleaning capabilities they would have. You could put it in with the lotion and actually use it as massage oil so that your aches and pains would go away. As a matter of fact, I have a lotion bar that we
Yeah.
got at Jordan Essentials, or from Jordan Essentials at the prepper meet that we went to last year.
Right.
This actually has eucalyptus, clove, lemon, cinnamon, and rosemary in it. Smells good to me. You can smell more of the eucalyptus
I
more than
can't
anything.
smell anything over what you've already put in my system.
This also actually contains magnesium, so it actually helps alleviate, again, with pain relieving. But it's actually really good for you. It has coconut oil in it. It's good for your hands. You can use it on your hands. Wrap it around. Smells good. Makes your hands all moisturized. Don't wrap your hair down. Take away your flyaways. Is it still affecting you?
I'm gonna say this. I took a big dose. Can't feel my tongue. When I covered my mouth, I was actually drooling. I can't feel my lips right now. They're very numb.
So he slaps himself.
Oh, I mean, the point of it is, if you're going to add this to your preps, it reminds me of tea tree oil in the acidic.
Tea tree oil is good too. I'm gonna have to torture you with it next time.
Well, I actually used to put tea tree oil on my tonsils when I had
I
an
used
infection.
tea tree oil with the kids when they were younger, so they would not get lice in school.
Okay.
Spray them down, put them on the dogs. I still have it with the dogs. Put it in the shampoos,
Okay.
just because.
Well, where I'm going with this is that's the closest thing to the taste that I can come up with. It was strong. I started to drool. Really wanted just to roll over and die. But right now, I can't feel my tongue. It is numb from here to the tip of my tongue, and my lips are numb as well. So
it can last up to 2 hours. They actually, yes, it can last up to 2 hours. So I just tortured you for a long period of time, and you took it voluntarily. So honestly, you did it to yourself. But you can do a tincture of it mixed with oil. Put on a cotton swab, put it on a cotton ball, and actually it helps reduce the swelling and everything for a toothache itself.
okay.
For a longer period of time if you didn't have Ambisol or anything like that.
Okay. Makes sense to me. So, I'm really trying to control my tongue and not lisp my words.
I don't think he's trying that hard.
Lisp my words. So, you've had some fun at my expense.
Oh, it could be worse. You just had a little bit. I could wait until you're asleep and just rub it all over your lips and let you go to sleep like that. See how you wake up.
Ladies and gentlemen, my lovely wife, Kay.
I promise I won't torture him too much.
Oh, it's going to be fun. I think you've got a few people out there in your corner saying go for it. So, a forgotten prep from the good old days. Clove oil. Apparently a germ-killing, microbial-killing, painkiller, taste bud killer.
Taste bud killer. That's a good one.
Thank you for finally coming on the camera and sharing your
Only because you made me.
elements. Actually, I didn't make you. Our viewers wanted you. And they want you to make a tincture for them at some point. And you were talking about doing tea, turmeric tea?
Turmeric tea.
Okay.
Golden tea.
Golden.
Yes. You get to try more stuff.
So,
If I have to be on camera, you get to try stuff constantly. You'll get to be my guinea pig.
so we may phase out of the forgotten preps and into the lab rat phase of the channel very shortly. Thanks for watching, guys.
Thank you guys. I appreciate it. And I will try to make tinctures at least once a week, I guess, if he makes me.
Oh, they just want one video of you showing them how to do one. But I'm sure that if you wanted
There's
to...
many different ones you can try. It depends on what you want to try.
Well,
Since you're my guinea pig.
okay.
Okay.
Okay. Love you guys. Thanks for watching Prepping in Progress. You have a fantastic weekend, and we'll see you soon.